If you thought it was hard as a teacher to navigate, I think it only gets harder as a leader. It is so difficult to not feel sad and almost hopeless when everyone is constantly coming to you with their deep and complicated problems, or when you witness these high stakes crises and very emotionally stressful situations that students and families are going through on a daily basis. Of course, because you're the leader, you're going to feel this responsibility to fix and solve everything, and most of the situations we come across is literally impossible for one person to fix. But then that turns into you actually internalizing their challenges as your own. And when you do that, it not only is going to multiply the emotional tax that you're experiencing yourself, but it's also just way too much for one person to carry. Then what happens is we have all of these emotions within us and we need to relieve them some way. So what do? We start to try and think about, okay, what is within our control? And what's in our control is our actions. So then you might start to think, well, if I can't be there for them in this other capacity, the least I can do is immediately respond when they contact me, or maybe I can put in a little bit more effort or take on some of their responsibility and alleviate some of those minor stressors for them, since I know that they're going through so much. And I know it's coming from such a compassionate place, and these little things do make a difference, but as a leader, when you're doing this for everyone, the result is that you end up overextending yourself, you end up overworking. All of that is going to lead to a crash out, and it's not going to be sustainable, so you're not even going to be able to extend this help for a long period of time. So here's the mindset shift you can make to be able to move through this and not be as reactive and be more intentional with your support. First, you have to truly believe in the strength of every person. It's not fair what some people have to go through in life, and by all means, if we have the ability to help someone, we should. But I also think it's so essential that we don't diminish their strength to getting to this point in their life, surviving everything that they've already gone through. And also, we need to be able to separate ourselves from that savior complex. They have already shown that they've gotten to this point without you. And so anything that you do to help them is already going to mean something. And in leadership, I think to truly help someone else, you actually have to be able to depersonalize it so you can fully see all the strengths that they've already demonstrated in their life to be able to get them to this point. Okay, so that's the number one thing. You need to honor their strengths, have faith and belief and trust in their ability to use those strengths moving forward. And then once you're able to make that mindset shift, then it makes it easier to find solutions that balance their strengths and also the resources that you have. And you're able to do it in a way where you're not going to overwork or overextend yourself. This is such a nuanced and complex topic, and I didn't want this video to be too long. So if you do have more questions about this, please let me know in the comments, or you can message me. Ultimately, this is just a starting place, so I hope that this mindset shift can bring you some relief.